for you.
You need to retract your advice. You need to retract your advice. You need to tell them to come to you.
Mr. Lieberman, FEMA will draw on every resource possible to rescue these people. That's our federal obligation.
No, sir, this is not about protocol, Mr. Foster. This is about survival and nothing more. I mean, when this ashfall stops and the air starts to clear, the people who are trapped are going to, like we are going to start walking. They're going to start walking rather than stay here and wait to die. And they're certainly not going to make it, sir, without your help. You need to help us. You need to tell us where to walk. We need to have supplies dropped for us along the way. I mean, if we're going to walk for life, then it's up to you guys to help us.
He wants people to walk through the ash? I mean, is he crazy?
I just keep thinking, could I have done something different? Should I have done something different? Just been more decisive or stronger. If I could have, made the call earlier. Maybe that would have changed things. Maybe that would have saved some lives. I guess that's up to other people to judge. And my family, it's them who will be left with the fallout of that. These men that I'm with, they think that if we stay put, that we're going to be rescued. But I honest to God believe that if we wait, if we just watch and wait, I honest to God think that we're as good as dead.
By day 5, over 2,000 cubic kilometres of ash and pumice had been dumped across the United States. 2,500 times more than the fallout from Mount St. Helens. But that was only about 10% of what was in the magma chamber. How much more would come out depended on how much more eruptible magma was down there. The country was already on its knees. Thousands of people dead, millions of others homeless. If it didn't stop soon, well, let's just say we were running out of options.
We have just received reports that Mexican authorities closed the border 4 hours ago. According to aid workers in the area, 3 million people have now gathered at the Mexican border, many of them without shelter, food, or money. Maggie Chin, KCBZ News.
They've closed the border?
To U.S. citizens, yes.
That's totally unacceptable. They're condemning people to death.
The Mexicans say they can't cope with the numbers.
Well, we're going to have to kick some ass.
Well, I think the president might feel that right now is a bad time to invade Mexico, Bob.
Can we move on?
Yes, sir. All right. Our best case scenario is if the eruption stops in 2 days. If that's the case, access to zones 1 and 2 won't be possible until at least 3 to 4 weeks after that. So it's unlikely we'll find any survivors. We can start supply drops into zones 3 through 5 about 2 weeks after the eruption ends if the weather is with us. But it's going to have to be piecemeal, depending on whether the satellite can find clean skies for the aircraft.
That's too long. What about Rick's walk to life?
We can't advise people to walk through the ash. It's just too dangerous.
So we're asking people just to sit there and starve to death? There are hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people stumbling around out there, looking for help.
Sir?
We'll go with walk to life. I need to hear a plan out of this room as to how to do that fast.
Well, still raining. Ash?
Save the battery. We're gonna need it outside.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Won't the Air Force be looking for you?
For me?
Yeah, you know. Leave no man behind and all that.
That's the Rangers.
So the Air Force does leave men behind it?
I guess.
I should have joined the Rangers. Cheyenne's our best bet. We should head there. FEMA. FEMA knows we're here. They'll send somebody. Kenny, FEMA's got 25 million people to save. By the time they find us, we'll have starved to death. Not if we hate Johnson.
Try it, man.
Definitely a book in this when we get out. Oh, I don't know. One doesn't like to say I told you so.
We assumed that when all the vents merged together to form a new caldera, then the pressure would drop and the eruption would stop. That was our thinking. Then, on day 7, our seismographs began to pick up massive quakes, and we realized that the ground within the new caldera rim was beginning to collapse into the empty space left by the ejected magma.
That's all the major drop points. The Pentagon has 45,000 pallets, 800 planes, and 560 choppers ready to go as soon as it's safe to fly.
Information leaflets?
With the ash jumpers and all the pallets.
You need to see this.
Does this mean...
This means that the pressure holding the eruption column in the air is beginning to drop. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
And now to the news that America has been waiting for. The end of the super volcanic eruption at Yellowstone National Park. At 9:17 a.m. local time, the eruption column began to collapse.
Ocurrida en el Parque Nacional de Yellowstone, Wyoming, Estados Unidos, parece haber llegado a su fin.
这是整个火山爆发当中具有关键性的转折点。
Huge pyroclastic surges, which radiated out over 100 miles from the base of the column, overwhelming the U.S. Air Force drone that's been monitoring the eruption.
Across America, the overwhelming task of trying to bring aid to the estimated 29 million people trapped by the ashfall begins. Authorities now admit it'll take weeks, if not months, to reach those trapped closest to the volcano.
We're going to head back toward the interstate and then turn north.